Today we're going to turn a women's bracelet, sometimes referred to as a bauble. This project is quick, easy, and fun, and it uses many of the same tools and techniques used for turning bowls, and will also give you the chance to try something new. Being a small project, you don't need a large bowl blank. A much smaller wood blank will do, and the finished product is a piece of wearable jewelry. For this project, we have selected a 4x4 and 1 3/4 inch strata blank from Penn State Industries. We selected this particular blank because it's the right size for this project, and the stratified blank will be an easy way for you to get an interesting effect on your finished bracelet. But any small blank that's at least 4x4 and 1 3/4 inch will also fill the bill. Start by finding the center of the blank by drawing a crisscross pencil line from corner to corner. A nice diameter of the finished bauble bracelet is about 3 3/4 inches round, so use a compass to draw a 3 3/4 inch circle using the crisscross as the center point for your compass. We'll then use a couple of techniques to speed up the turning process with no detriment to the finished turned object. We found that a 2.5 inch hole is a good universal size that fits most women's hands. So take a 2.5 inch Forstner bit and slowly drill a 2.5 inch hole through the center of the blank at about 500 to 600 RPM speed. This will save you the time you would normally spend turning out the center hole. Use short strokes and clear the wood chips as frequently as possible. The next time-saving technique is pre-rounding the blank on a bandsaw. Cut along the 3 3/4 inch circle drawn earlier. This is a rough cut, and you can cut it as fast as your bandsaw allows. When done, separate out the bauble blank that now looks more like a squared-off donut. There's going to be a front and back side to turn on the bauble donut, and the easiest way to mount and turn this project is by using a self-centering 4-jaw chuck, with jaws that open to at least 2.5 inches. Mount and tighten the bauble blank onto the chuck, inserting the round jaws inside the hole. Check the turning for stability. Make sure the lathe is free and clear from obstruction and start turning. Go slowly, turning the cutting edge of the chisel into the turning, as demonstrated, and continue until the bauble has pretty much been turned to its final shape. We're using a rounded skew here for the finished cut. Proceed slowly, with the blade sliding smoothly, taking small shaving cuts from the wood. Round the inside edge slightly for a smooth transition from the outside to the inside of the turning. Increase the speed of the lathe, then sand the finished surfaces with graduated grits, from 120 through 400 grit. Here we're using the bowl sanding glove system that has a foam pad with hook and loop sandpaper discs for precision contour sanding. Remove the bauble disc blank and reverse it and lock it onto the chuck to finish the opposite side. Proceed with your turning using the same steps as in the first side, and be careful to match the profile with contours. The strata blank, and sometimes any turning blank, will present voids in the turning that you will want to fill to hide imperfections or mistakes. Use a thin CA glue in the void, then press in some of your turning dust and shaving. When thoroughly soaked, use CA accelerator spray to speed the curing process. Once you're done with the repair work, finish, turn, and sand the bauble and make both sides uniform. The last step in the turning process is to finish the center of the bauble ring. Our favorite technique at this step is to mount a set of jumbo flat jaws onto the 4-jaw chuck and adjust the stopper pins to hold the turning on the outside surface. Don't over-tighten the chuck. You don't want to mar the outside finished surface. Use varying grades of sandpaper again to finish the inside to a nice smooth finish. The last step is to apply a finish of your choice. Here, we're using PSI High Gloss Project Finish. Polyurethanes, waxes, or varnishes can also be used. Use several coats to achieve the finish you want. Your finished bauble will make a great gift and fashion accessory, plus a proud reminder of your turning skills.